slide. So at the end here, I just wanted to introduce Custom, because I think this is a new feature we just introduced in July, beginning of this month. We've been working on it a while, and it's driven by a lot of investors who want to see this. And I've used it. I think it's actually great what we're doing here. So we've got our basic portfolios. We've got the balanced, conservative, balanced, growth, high growth, ethical, high growth. We've also got discrete asset class portfolios. You can buy international equities. That's a portfolio of 6 ETFs. You can buy a bond ETFs, a bond portfolio that's got 2 ETFs in it. You can get a cash securities one. What we've done here is you can now add your own choices to this to our portfolio management service, and that is coming from a list of about 80 odd ETFs, which we've sort of curated this list from the best ones using our 5-star rating process. And the rating process is based on something I talked about earlier, those 5 key criteria that we use to pick the best ETFs. But the custom service now gives you the chance to add something that you think, a theme or an active ETF that you think might outperform, or you just want something that you think you have a view on to come into it. So you can add up to 5 ETFs. They sit in the same portfolio management account, so you get the same tax reporting. You can see them through the portfolio manager service. You can see what's there. The transaction costs, it's the same cost structure, so you don't pay anything to buy. The same management fees and admin fee are there, but the management fee is capped. So obviously, if you've got more than $200,000, there's only the admin fee to pay. So it's a very low cost way to add, your choice of ETFs. It just gives you the chance to personalize your own account. That you can say, well, I'd like a bit of gold. I'd like a bit of some extra high yielding Australian equities, or I'd like a particular sector of the US market, and I can add it in. So on our website there is a list. That list gets updated every month. We'll look at it, and if there's requests from investors to add to that list, we will add new ETFs. And typically we'll review the whole list every 3 months and add more. And we intend to add more ETFs to this thing, because so far it's been fairly attractive to most of the investors. So if you flick to the next slide, this is something that I've done. So in mine, I've actually added two gold ETFs to mine. There's the one that's issued by ETF Securities, which owns physical gold, that has trades effectively in line with the gold price. And there's another one that I added, which is issued by the Perth Mint. The reason I added that one is it's actually guaranteed by the WA government. So you've got that security of knowing that the WA government is going to make sure that the gold is always there to make sure that my ETF actually delivers if I ever want to cash it in. But on the list itself, there's VHF. There was a question earlier on that gives you access to the high yielding stocks on the ASX. There's an MSCI one from Vanguard for small companies. Again, it's this is another way that you can track an index of small company stocks. But there's a whole list of it, of about 80 odd additional ETFs that you can add there. So it's simple to do. You can add up to 5, a minimum of $2,000 for each one. But it's a very simple process just to add another one. And, at the low brokerage rates that we've negotiated with our broker, $4.40 or 4 basis points, it's hard to find somewhere where you can get them cheaper. So on the next slide, I think there's a process there for new investors. For those of you that don't have a PMA account, if you go through the application process, you are required to have one portfolio before you can buy custom. And as I said, you can buy a cash portfolio or international equities or a balanced growth or high growth. And then on that application process, you can add a custom ETF or up to 5 custom ETFs as a very simple process. If you're an existing investor, it's quite easy. Just log into your account, navigate to the menu to choose add funds or modify your allocation. And you can see all the choices of ETFs there. There's a drop-down list of everything that's available. And as we said, if there's things that you think should be there, please contact us, email us, and we will look at adding them on. And we hope to have an investment committee in the next 3 weeks where we will add 3 or 4 additional ETFs to the list that we currently have.